Good afternoon, everyone. Excuse me. I'm Bonnie Ruddick, the Executive Director for RTO9. I've been with the organization since its inception in 2011. In my role, I lead the development and execution of RTO9's strategic and annual business plan, in collaboration with the Board of Directors and the staff. I oversee all financial operations, transfer payment agreements, and organizational initiatives while providing leadership and support to staff and volunteers. The position oversees partnerships, funding programs, and marketing deliverables, ensures compliance with governance and reporting requirements, and facilitates board and annual general meetings. Acting as RTO9's key liaison, I represent the organization with government, industry partners, and external committees to advance tourism development across the region, while working closely with our three regional development advisors, Louis, Mia, and Katie. We would like to acknowledge that the land we identify as RTO9 is the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Huron-Wendat peoples. RTO9 honors the land, the people, and the treaties, recognizing the original guides of these territories and their enduring contributions. As treaty people, we all share the responsibility to uphold these agreements in a fair and respectful way. As a partner of Indigenous Tourism Ontario, RTO9 is committed to supporting Indigenous communities by creating space for their stories and helping foster socioeconomic growth through tourism. RTO9 is one of 11 regional tourism organizations created and funded by the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Gaming. Representing Southeastern Ontario, RTO9 brings together 11 tourism destinations spanning from Cornwall, Stormont, Dundas, and Glengarry, and Prescott Russell in the east, along the St. Lawrence River through Brockville, Gananoque, and Kingston. The region also includes shared tourism assets such as the Rideau Canal with RTO11 and Ottawa Tourism, and Frontenac County and Lennox and Addington. In the west, RTO9 represents Bay of Quinte, Prince Edward County, uniting the region under a collaborative tourism umbrella. This is where I would turn it over to Mia, but unfortunately Mia could not join us today. So I'm just going to give you a quick update on Mia's behalf. So Mia's with the Regional Services Branch. So she's one of our regional development advisors. And what they do is they look after things like transfer payment, administration, and program delivery. They deliver ministry financial and non-financial programs and services to primarily not-for-profit organizations in communities throughout the province. Capacity building and organizational support builds and fosters relationships amongst organizations at all levels in government, provides consultation services and advice to potential applicants for ministry funding programs, and monitors projects. Providing local intelligence, shares knowledge such as local issues and community development, provides information and advice for the development of government programs and policies. Public affairs support, provides support for public affairs activities, which include the coordination and preparation of products for tours and events involving the Premier, ministers, deputy ministers, and assistant deputy ministers. And Mia is very happy to stay in touch with anyone. What you can do is go to our rto9.ca website and you can get Mia's contact information. It's also on the screen, but it's there as well. Our tourism funnel. The tourism funnel flows from the ground up, beginning with local tourism businesses such as hotels, attractions, and tour operators that create the visitor experience. These businesses are supported and promoted by your local destination marketing organization, Brockville Tourism, which package and market community-led offerings. DMOs feed into regional tourism organizations, which build broader regional identities and initiatives, and in turn connect with Destination Ontario, the provincial body that markets Ontario as a whole. At the top, Destination Canada promotes the entire country and global markets. Information, products, and branding flow upward through the funnel, while marketing, funding, and visitor demand flow back down, ultimately benefiting local businesses. And meet the team. We have Meg Dabros, our operations manager, Steve Weir, our senior Marketing Manager, and Leslie McDougall, our Digital Marketing Manager. We are a small but mighty team of 4 that bring a wealth of knowledge and skills to the organization. Later, you will hear from Meg, Steve, and Leslie. As our core funder, the ministry establishes the guidelines and pillars within which we operate. My colleagues and I will now provide a brief overview of the strategy and key initiatives undertaken under each of these pillars you see. So our first one being product development. Our focus is on strengthening partner capacity by identifying and closing gaps that may limit product development and ensuring that opportunities are actively pursued across the region. By equipping partners with the right tools, resources, and knowledge, we enable them to create high-value competitive tourism products that stand out in the marketplace. We also encourage innovation and collaboration, helping partners to enhance existing offerings by bringing new experiences to life. Over the past fiscal year, this work has been advanced through a series of strategic initiatives, including in-depth data research to guide decision-making, targeted workshops and webinars to build skills and foster collaboration, and ongoing industry communications to keep partners informed, engaged, and aligned with regional priorities. Again, check out our industry website to keep informed. Now I'm going to turn it over to Steve and Leslie to address our marketing.
Yeah, thanks, Bonnie. My name is Steve Weir, and I'm the Senior Marketing Manager for RTO9, Regional Tourism Organization 9 in Southeastern Ontario. My role as Senior Marketing Manager with RTO9 is to lead the creation and execution of marketing strategies that position our region as a must-visit travel destination. My role is to lead RTO9's marketing vision, build partnerships, and deliver campaigns that strengthen Southeastern Ontario's reputation as a vibrant, connected destination. We work closely with federal and provincial partners, tourism operators and municipalities, as well as destination marketing organizations, DMOs, like the team here at Brockville Tourism, participating on the call today, and you'll be hearing from them later on. We try our best to align campaigns and maximize reach, fostering cross-promotion among destinations in Southeastern Ontario to encourage multi-destination visitation. Our paid media strategy includes seasonal and thematic marketing campaigns in partnership with Destination Ontario and other tourism partners. Campaigns like our new waterways guides, winter wellness, culinary, and cycling trails are just a few examples. These campaigns target major cities and regions within Ontario, including Toronto and Ottawa. As well, we target Quebec residents, in particular those in Montreal and its surrounding area. We also target New York State, cities like Buffalo and Syracuse to attract our neighbors to the south who are interested in exploring Canada close to home. In addition to working with our destination partners, we strengthen our reach by working closely with key provincial organizations like the Culinary Tourism Alliance, Attractions Ontario, and Ontario by Bike. These partnerships help us extend the Southeastern Ontario brand to targeted niche audiences, foodies, families, and active travelers through established and trusted channels. In earned media, we amplify our efforts and build credibility with our audience through joint media releases and regional media kits. We coordinate hosting media fan tours that cross sub-regional boundaries, collaborating with influencers who can authentically speak to multiple locations in one trip. We also pitch regional storylines that highlight unique multi-destination experiences and itineraries. In partnership with our marketing agency, we develop an annual marketing plan that outlines campaigns, budgets, and key performance indicators. Access to research and visitor data help to guide joint decision-making. Destination marketing organizations are the local marketing experts in their communities. They know their audience and assets and stories the best. We at the RTO9 work in partnership with DMOs to align messaging, strengthen the visitor journey, and avoid duplication. It's critical to work together to increase the region's visibility and competitiveness in Ontario and in Canada and internationally. We create stronger visitor experiences that encourage longer stays and return trips while ensuring that our marketing dollars are maximized through alignment and collaboration. Now over to Leslie McDougall, our Digital Marketing Manager. Leslie?
Thanks, Steve. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining today. I'm Leslie, the Digital Marketing Manager with RTO9. My role is to manage our digital presence, including our website, social media channels, blogs, and newsletters, and to use those platforms to share the story of Southeastern Ontario with potential visitors. As you saw from the map, Southeastern Ontario is a large and diverse region, and within it, there are thousands of tourism-related businesses from accommodation partners, restaurants, farms, shops, galleries, attractions, trails, and more. My role is to promote the region as a whole through our owned digital channels. So I'm fortunate to work with a small but gifted team of contracted creators who support our content development. Our team of digital ambassadors who live through the region capture authentic photos and short form video content. And you may have met Roseanne or Natalie when they've been filming in Brockville. We also work with several freelance writers who help us craft blog stories, itineraries, and travel guides. I build our seasonal content calendar, which serves as a roadmap for weekly storytelling across our channels. These calendars are guided by customer research, seasonal themes, and emerging travel trends. Once drafted, the calendars are shared with our DMO partners like Brockville Tourism, and they'll get option to give us some feedback. So our website and channels are designed to inspire people to visit the region rather than operate as a traditional directory. We share stories, blogs, reels, contests, and monthly events roundup to highlight experiences and spark curiosity. When visitors are ready for more practical details like where to stay or what's happening, we link them directly to our destination partner website. This approach helps visitors plan their trip while bringing more people to your local businesses. We connect regularly with all the DMOs across Southeastern Ontario, and each month they have the opportunity to share new offerings, events, and opportunities they would like us to highlight. We value every business and are committed to showcasing as many as possible over time. While each campaign can spotlight only a limited number of operators at a time, our focus is on long-term exposure across the region through rotating themes and seasonal campaigns. Staying connected with your team at Brockville Tourism, who you'll meet shortly, will help ensure your business is considered for future opportunities. And on the industry side, we have our RTO9 website and monthly newsletter. These are your go-to resources for anything tourism related to help you grow your business. You'll find information on upcoming workshops, funding opportunities, data insights, and more. The website has been recently updated, so it's easier to use on mobile and desktop, and it's a true one-stop shop for everything you need to stay connected in tourism. And if you haven't already signed up for our newsletter, you'll see a QR code at the end of this presentation. And now back to you, Bonnie.
Thank you, Steve and Leslie. And I'd like to give a little shout out. We have a board member on our call today, to Ross McCarney. Thanks for joining us. Under our workforce development pillar, our priority is to position tourism as a career of choice in Southeastern Ontario by highlighting the many opportunities the sector offers and by raising awareness of its vital role in our regional economy. We are committed to increasing industry access to valuable workforce development tools, resources, and training that strengthen skills, build capacity, and foster long-term career growth. By ensuring that the tourism sector is valued and supported across the region, we empower industry partners to make informed strategic decisions about their workforce needs. Over this past fiscal year, the work has included the sharing of industry research, active participation in workforce development initiatives, and of course, our annual tourism summit that was held in November last year. And please watch for the details to come soon about our upcoming 2026 tourism summit. Investment attraction. We are committed to connecting tourism partners with relevant, timely, and actionable data and research that supports informed decision-making. By collaborating on high-value, high-utility research projects, we ensure that partners have access to the insights they need to guide them. Investment, identify emerging opportunities, and strengthen competitiveness. The information generated through these collaborative efforts has been well received by partners and importantly has translated into meaningful action across the region. Over this past fiscal year, our work has focused on advancing research initiatives and exploring new investment opportunities that align with both industry needs and regional priorities. And now I'm going to turn it over to Meg.
Thank you, Bonnie. Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Meg Davros. I'm the operations manager here at RTO9. In my role, I help oversee the Partnership Fund program and support a variety of administrative initiatives from organizing board activities and workshops to webinars and product development projects. One of the key pillars that guides the work we do here at RTO9 is partnerships. Our goal with this pillar is simple. It's to provide meaningful support to tourism partners across Southeastern Ontario and to build strong collaborative relationships through ongoing communication. We do this by working on special projects with strategic partners such as Destination Ontario, Destination Canada, the Tourism Industry Association of Ontario, the Tourism Industry Association of Canada, and sector groups like Culinary Tourism Alliance, Ontario by Bike, Attractions Ontario, and many others. These partnerships open the door to new opportunities and help strengthen the region's economic development. Another major piece of this work is our Partnership Fund program. This is a 50-50 cost share funding initiative we release each year to support businesses in enhancing their tourism products. The funding categories change annually based on what the industry needs most, whether that's signage, marketing initiatives, professional photos, event support, or training opportunities. The goal is always to help businesses stay competitive, fill gaps, and be market ready. Be sure to check out our website, rto9.ca, for the upcoming funding program that's going to be opening in March. Beyond funding and collaboration within the industry, our team also represents Southeastern Ontario at regional, provincial, and national events as speakers and panelists. By participating in these larger conversations, we're able to highlight the amazing work happening across our region and make sure our destinations and businesses have a voice on a bigger stage. And now I would like to pass it over to the wonderful team at Brockville Tourism to share more information about their organization and the work they're doing to assist tourism in the Brockville area. Kelly and team, over to you.
Thanks so much, Meg. I think Jen is going to share her screen. Thank you so much. And welcome again. And thanks everyone who's on the call and for joining us today here in Brockville. My name is Kelly and I'm joined by the whole team here today. I have Jen Devlin, Jess Alexander, and Lindsay Bigley. Jen is responsible for marketing, more specifically partner relations, and for the past year has also been focusing on festivals and events. Jess is our visitor experience specialist, and her domain is the Visitor Information Center and managing our summer students. And just a quick note, we do have 3 locations for visitors and tourists to Brockville. Our main one is inside City Hall, which is open all year round, Monday to Friday, and then 2 satellite hubs, which are seasonal and run by our students. The image behind me actually is St. Lawrence Park and the location of our kayak rental seasonal hub. And last but certainly not least is Lindsay, who is the face and voice of Brockville Tourism, responsible for everything digital, and just recently celebrated a huge win with the launch of our new website. Jen, the next slide, please. Thanks. At Brockville Tourism, our mission is twofold: focusing on the visitors and ensuring they have the best experience, while also considering our community and promoting a high quality of life for residents. We aim to do this by 3 main strategies. Next slide. The first one being destination development. And how we work to implement this strategy is by positioning ourselves in the market as a year-round destination that boasts a hidden gem feeling while being both safe and authentic. We also continue to encourage longer stays, those heads and beds, for more than just one overnight, along with providing reasons for a repeat visit, proving that tourism is an economic driver. Next slide. Thanks. Our second strategy is marketing and communications. So some call a DMO a destination management organizations, while others say the M stands for marketing, but we interchange them. So suffice to say, marketing plays a massive role in our day-to-day life here. Our implementation at a very high level is based on increasing the visibility of our destination across regional, provincial, and national stages. We believe this will both strengthen our shoulder seasons as well as support our accommodation partners with overnight stays while providing easy access for industry partner collaboration. Next slide. Finally, our third strategy is leadership and accountability. And when we speak about leadership, we are referring to those who may own a business in the city, those who may have moved here for a slower or different pace of life, and especially those who have grown up here and want the same experiences for their loved ones. We want to invest in projects and initiatives that engage all those people and create local ambassadors out of them. Our community is loud, and that volume comes from a passion of place and consistently wanting something more, something better, something to be proud of. We also believe that without data or statistics, we can't really score ourselves or create any type of thresholds. So that accountability is key as well. Next slide. Okay, so this has a lot of words on this slide, but to put it plainly, we are the organization responsible for promoting Brockville to visitors. Our job is to encourage people to come to the city, support local businesses, and help the local economy grow. We work with local businesses and organizations to promote Brockville, bring people together to work as a team, speak up and advocate for the tourism sector, and share tools and our knowledge. Our goal is to help local businesses reach more people, become better known, and support a healthy, long-term local economy. Jen?
So our brand, when we first got together as a team back in 2024, we decided to kind of embark on a little brand refresh to create a more welcoming and modern kind of fun brand to appeal to younger travelers and emerging markets while remaining approachable to our existing visitors. We want to attract families by highlighting family-friendly experiences, events, and amenities that encourage overnight stays. We wanted to strengthen the emotional connection and first impressions of Brockville and improve consistency and flexibility across a digital, print, and in marketing through all of our channels. And as Kelly mentioned earlier, we just launched our new website as the second phase of our brand refresh. And that's to improve AI compatibility to ensure Brockville Tourism's content is easily discoverable and accurately represented across AI-powered search, trip planning, and recommendation platforms. Because that's just the reality of today. People are using AI a lot more than Google and those kind of searches. But we also wanted to increase our SEO to boost visibility and reach new audiences and drive qualified traffic to our local tourism providers, because our demographic still is the demographic that would use Google over AI as well. We wanted to improve accessibility and usability on a web and a phone browser as well. And helping visitors easily discover and understand and engage with our businesses and our experiences, and support conversion by reducing friction in the planning process, leading to longer stays, higher visitor spend, and stronger performance for our tourism operators. So again, this is a very wordy slide, but Brockville is often described as a hidden gem along the St. Lawrence River. We're known as the city of the Thousand Islands, which really resonates with the visitors as the pace. It's a place where people come to slow down, unplug, and enjoy being outside. Our strongest and most reliable visitor segment, I would say, is retired or near retired retirees, or typically couples traveling without kids, often midweek or shoulder season. They're drawn to our walkable downtown, our heritage sites, museums, and just our scenic views. This group tends to stay a little bit longer and travel outside of peak periods, which is really great for us, and we're focusing on our sustainable tourism growth. And they value comfort, quality, and experiences that feel authentic rather than rushed. Next, I would say our strongest demographic is the ages 40 to 60s, and it's couples and friends traveling together. And they want a balance of active but not exhausting kind of trip. So curated but not overprogrammed. They are looking for food, drink, arts and culture, and shopping. They're more likely to book packages and follow themed itineraries. And this group responds really well to storytelling and do-it-all weekend planning. Families are a growing segment for Brockville, especially in the summer, holidays, and event weekends. So they're looking for things that are interactive, outdoors, and easy to navigate, walkability, waterfront spaces, and multi-stop experiences. So convenience and value are key for this demographic. If we want them to stay longer, that's why we're kind of focusing on bundling some packages and experiences together to really encourage them to stay. So across all three segments, the common thread is kind of ease, authenticity, and connection. And that's why we're focusing on our packages. So again, this is just kind of a highlight of our visitors. So Brockville's tourism is primarily driven by Ontario visitors, which makes sense given our location and ease of access off the 401. What's important here is that we're not a single market destination. We see a healthy mix of out-of-province and international travelers, especially from the US. They're right across the water from us. And local and regional visitors play a key role. They're often repeat visitors, and they're a big supporter of our festivals and downtown activities. People choose Brockville because of the location within the Thousand Islands, our historic sites like our tunnels, outdoor parks and trails, and shopping and downtown dining and waterfront parks. And the trip's purpose, most visitors are coming to Brockville for leisure travel or to visit friends and family. So that tells us we're a relationship-based destination. So people come because they are really confident, because they feel really connected here, which means that we have an opportunity to convert those travelers that are coming to visit friends and family to stay longer. About 70% of our visitors are 40% or older, which aligns with what we see in the length of stay and spending patterns. So just over half of our visitors currently come as day trippers. This is both a strength and an opportunity, and our focus is increasingly on giving people a reason to stay longer. So overall, this data confirms that Brockville performs best when we lean into drive market accessibility, walkable multi-attraction experiences, strong storytelling around place and heritage, and the opportunity ahead is converting interest into longer stays with deeper engagement.
Thanks, Jen. So we spoke a lot about who we are and what our brand is, but let's get into what we do. You'll notice common themes and how everything ties back to our strategies and creates these guiding principles that you see on the screen. And we think about tourism all year long. In fact, we live it every single day. But it's important to note that tourism is not just a summer activity. And as I mentioned previously, our visitor information center is open all year round, thanks to Jess. So we can welcome and support visitors in every season. We focus on the experience, like Jen just said, not just the numbers. What matters most is how long people stay, what they enjoy while they're here, and how that benefits local businesses. Our community really truly does come first in our eyes, and tourism should add to the quality of life for the people who live and work in Brockville, because frankly, we all work better together. So our team helps connect partners, align efforts, and amplify what's already happening in the community. We pay attention to the results, and we use the data and outcomes to guide the decisions and make sure our work is having a real impact. Again, very similar to what Jen was just speaking about. Next slide, please. So now let's pivot to some of the action items. It's great to, sit here and yap at 1,000 feet above. Well, I could do that all day, but let's put some actionable steps to the words that we've been saying. A big part of our work is helping create visitor experiences. We do this by working with hotels, by working with restaurants and local businesses to turn individual offerings into simple, easy to enjoy plans for visitors. aka itineraries and packages, again, like Jen was mentioning earlier. We also focus on promoting what Brockville already has, but in a smarter and more creative way by working together on joint marketing and shared initiatives with provincial associations like Destination Ontario and TIO, which is the Tourism Industry Association of Ontario. Local businesses can reach more people without having to do it all on their own. We want to be that arm of the business for you to help ease that stress. At the same time, we work really closely with economic development within the city of Brockville and the BIA, the Business Improvement Association, to help attract new business and investment across the city, but also in the downtown core as well. We believe this helps strengthen the local economy and supports long-term growth. And finally, we make sure our partners are prepared and informed. We stay connected, we share timely information and host practical sessions with local organizations. So I think the Chamber is on the call right now. Shout out to Pam and Victoria, the BIA, as I mentioned earlier, as well as economic development, along with the regional, so the RTO, and our 4 beautiful partners here today with us. Thank you for having us. And at that provincial level, the Destination Ontario, the TIO, the ministries, if Mia was here, I would give her a shout out too. And as well as national, so the Destination Canada, the TIAC, which is the Tourism Industry Association of Canada, and even Destinations International, we have a membership with. So those are all the experts that we sort of tie into the local, and it sort of speaks to that tourism funnel that Bonnie was showing us earlier. Next slide, please, Jen. Thanks. There are many ways in which we support and connect. And again, I do want to point out that sort of, we have the local, we have the regional, we have the provincial, and then the national perspectives. But let's first discuss locally. Each month, we feature a local business at the Visitor Information Center. Through in-person promotion, storytelling, and digital channels, we aim to help increase visibility, drive foot traffic, and showcase the variety of shopping and experiences available in Brockville. Once a year, we bring operators together for our tourism symposium. This event focuses on learning, networking, and collaboration, giving businesses access to training, industry insights, and opportunities to work together more effectively. And we very much avoid the dates for the RTO 9 so that we can go to theirs and then they can come to ours. We also provide on-site visitor information support at major events. So what does that mean? This means that we help attendees navigate the destination while also collecting visitor feedback and data that event organizers can use to measure the impact and then sort of plan for their future events. We're also the conduit between local planners and the Traveling Destination Ontario team at these events. So we invite the Destination Ontario team to set up their provincial, their tents really at events, and then that then elevates the exposure across Ontario that these events get. And finally, we've invested in I think Bonnie and Meg spoke about it earlier. We've invested in the Culinary Tourism Alliance, so CTA, and this is to help grow Brockville's food and beverage sector. Through an asset mapping exercise, we will be providing targeted workshops that we hope will assist our local restaurants gain practical tools around storytelling and around best practices and being ready to welcome visitors, helping them better position their businesses for the audience that they want to attract. And this isn't an exhaustive list either. Thanks, Jen. Continuing on, Jen will explain in further detail on the next slide our festivals and events grant. But I'd like to move on to the second bullet point and note the opportunity, which was new this year and managed by our very own Lindsay Bigley, to advertise in our visitor guide. We consider this pilot project to be a success and look forward to building it out year over year. I'm speaking for Lindsay when I say that. We're also always looking to sponsorships when it comes to expanding existing projects like River of Lights or Canada Day, which tourism has most recently taken on. Noted in larger detail on this screen is the opportunity to collaborate with multiple organizations through various campaigns in both digital and print, as well as our strength in advocacy and municipal support. A fun little example was when Captain Andy from Thousand Islands and Seaway Cruises wanted to expand his business model. So I wrote a short report for council to consider and approve his tiki boat tours. And since then, he has been able to further develop his on-water experience offerings. And I think he's on the call today too. So hi to Captain Andy. Next slide, Jen. And Maxine.
Yes. So the festival and events grant. So back in April of 2024, our council approved an increase of the MAT tax from 4 to 6%. So this led to the creation of the community grants in 2025 that changed quickly to strictly a festivals and events grant after the first round of applications. So 2 iterations of the funding have been provided in which every applicant has been successful, except for one that didn't meet the criteria. I put a little QR code here so people can scan and have a look at the actual page for the different eligibility and everything. So we just wrapped up our fall intake, and a spring intake will be opening again shortly. I think Kelly knows when that would be. But yeah, so we do a maximum funding request of 7,500 just to help support annual festivals and events grow and come back and give back to our economy. So this is just some examples of some local collaborations that we have worked on the past 2 years that we've kind of been a team. One big one is the kayak rentals with Dive Brockville Adventure Center. So we recognized a gap in kayak rentals down at St. Lawrence Park. And we knew that Dive Brockville Adventure Center was offering the service from a downtown location. So we collaborated with them and we've expanded. So our summer students help run the kayak rentals downtown, in St. Lawrence Park, and we've expanded it. Last year was our pilot year, and it really picked up, in July and August. So we're really excited to see what the summer will bring. We've been working on a Brock Pass initiative through our Bandwango platform that we've invested in. So we have 5 attractions signed on. So it's essentially, a discounted package that people can purchase to get into the 5 different locations. And we're hoping that this will encourage either repeat visitors and staying overnight. Miracle on King Street. So with the DBIA, we helped them in November grow their street closure, the Christmas street closure, and turning it into a larger event. So we've done that 2 years now, and we're looking forward to this year as well. The St. Lawrence Writers Festival, we we helped them sell their tickets for their first year last year, launching the festival through our Bandwango platform, and we supported them through marketing. We also help with photo and video inventory. So if a business wants to increase their photos for marketing assets, we will help them by investing in photographers with them so we can share photos and marketing assets that way. Another one that's not listed on here, but Mermaids with the Aquarium. We sponsor them. We help with marketing, and we even run a scavenger hunt and provide prizes and things that just kind of adds on to the visitors' experience when they come to Brockville for their mermaid adventure. And again, we are here to help. So ways that you can get involved, attending the workshops. We just hosted one earlier today with our hotels and our hospitality and attractions, and it was a great turnout. Collaboration opportunities. We're always looking for something. You just need to reach out and, connecting the right people. We often get emails of people who have ideas, and we know somebody that could help facilitate that. So we're just connecting people together. You can connect with us for marketing assistance and asset gaps. Sign up to our monthly industry newsletter. We do send out all of the information when RTO9 has webinars, and if they have grant funding opportunities, we put it in there, as well as I think signing up for our visitor newsletter. so you can see what kind of content goes out there and how you can be highlighted in that newsletter as well. We send out surveys to get feedback on different things to help guide us, and we don't just want to be taking shots in the dark here. We want to be, making decisions based off of facts and what people want. So just participating in the surveys, and you can request that our team come down to help with your event and be present at your event. And when we're there, we can take surveys and get that data and information for you to get back to you. And and our visitor guide advertisements.
Thanks again, Jen. So again, this is us. As Jen mentioned, we are always willing and really excited to hear from you. So please don't hesitate to reach out. This is a team effort along with the RTO and all of the tourism funnel. We really do want to work together and assist in the best way possible. So the next slide there, Jen, I think will show us on all of the various platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And here are a couple of phone numbers, some emails, some websites. So please do get in touch, and we look forward to speaking with you soon.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kelly and team, for all the great information, and thank you for being such an excellent local resource for your operators in Brockville and being a tourism champion for your destination. For anyone watching, please don't hesitate to reach out to Kelly and her team should you need any assistance or you have any information to share with them. This concludes the formal portion of the presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to pop them into the chat or anonymously in the Q&A box. We do want to take this opportunity to invite you to sign up for the RTO9 newsletter, which will connect you with industry insights, funding opportunities, upcoming workshops, research, events, all in one place. So if you just scan the QR code, it'll take you to our newsletter sign up. So please feel free to get connected with us there. I don't see questions coming in. But if you do have any questions following this session, please feel free to either reach out to anyone on the RTO9 team or Kelly and her team with any questions you may have. And thank you again to the lovely team in Brockville for coming and sharing some information with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.